The mag-fed player desires realism. Most mag-fed players use markers that look, feel, and function like the real steel rifles. A mag-fed player has 20 rounds to use at a time, so he won't spray and pray to hit his target. Scenario: players operate around a mission-oriented game style, and a match can last hours to days, unlike a speedball match, which can be measured in minutes. This is the ECE challenge. It'll be a challenge for both the mag-fed player and the player that uses a hopper. First, this is a mag-fed event, so there will be no restrictions for the mag-fed player in this game. Mag-fed players are allowed to carry up to 200 rounds of ammunition on their web gear, which is essentially about a hopper's worth of paint, versus the hopper player, who is allowed to carry a pod's worth of paint, which is essentially 80 to 100 rounds. That's 80 to 100 rounds that they can use continuously without the need to change magazines in between, like a mag-fed player. So in this game, you won't see anyone carrying pod belts with them, carrying hundreds of rounds on their gear. You will see plenty of people using hoppers, but they will not have their pod belts with them. So the only people you will see here carrying ammo on themselves would be the magazine style players here, who can carry all their ammo on them. That's their advantage, that they can carry all their ammo with them wherever they go. Whereas the hopper fed player will have to call out for an ammo runner to bring him the ammo he needs for rearming, or he will have to fall back to a designated ammo dump area. So the challenge is pretty straightforward. The advantage for the hopper fed player is not having to change magazines in between. He can fire continuous and without changing magazines. His disadvantage is keeping track of his shots and how much ammo he uses. And the mag fed player will have to face a formidable foe on the other end, someone who doesn't have to change his magazines, who can continue firing continuously and automatically is going to be the challenge for the mag fed player. So I think what I need to do here. So what we're watching now is a mag-fed event. There's warm-up games, and this is pure mag-fed, no hoppers involved in this mag-fed on mag-fed. And this is basically what you can expect to see in any typical mag-fed matchup. This game here is a warm-up game. Many games are played like this, speed drill games, just for the whole training aspect of it, to get better acquainted and used to changing mags fast. These games are designed to be played quickly. They are timed matches, and they're meant for training purposes mostly. And of course, not mostly, but you have fun doing it too. Another thing the MagFed player has to his advantage, in addition to carrying all his ammo, is he can carry a sidearm. A secondary weapon doesn't have to be a pistol, as you see I'm using here. It is MagFed. You can carry a secondary marker with you if you so choose. Most MagFed players do. Sometimes it's just quicker to go for your sidearm than it is to change a magazine. It's kind of what I'm doing here. So I'm going to go over real quick before the actual event starts. I'm going to go over what the scenario is about and basically give you a taste of what's coming up. It's the ECE challenge. I explained what the challenges are to each participant. Each team was going to be wearing a streamer designated which side they're on, either yellow or orange. Each player is given 2 respawns per phase of the game. There will be 2 phases, each an hour long, and 2 respawns per phase. You'll wear a green streamer indicating that you have respawned. Once a player is seen with 2 streamers, then that indicates that the next time they are struck, then that player is out of the match for that phase. First phase is seek and destroy missions. Each player has a base at opposite ends of the field. It's pretty straightforward. Each side will go out onto the field and engage each other, and the generals will decide how they're going to go about doing this. Phase 2 is the VIP phase. Each base is pre-wired with a remote-controlled smoke device. Part 1 of the phase is to capture a VIP and get him safely off the field. Part 2, the VIP gives you the codes to all the bases. Part 3, find the remote control, get within range of the base, and set the smoke off, simulating the destruction of that base. So it all worked out fairly well in the end, and aside from the lack of cooperation from the field owners, it all came together. Some of the flaws put aside, everything worked itself out in the end. So enjoy this presentation, and proud to present to you the ECE challenge. Enjoy. We are, oh, sure. Thought you had one already. Okay, we are gonna have to start pretty soon. We need to start soon. Okay, so we're starting off the day here, and here's General Doug Logan, one of MagFed Florida's founding fathers. Is definitely largely responsible for bringing the MagFed scene to the South Florida area. It was an obvious choice to participate in this event, and is very active in promoting the whole MagFed game style. And he's a really great guy. He's been very helpful and very supportive to me, and always has been. And it was a pleasure having him here, participating in this event. He definitely brought a lot of professionalism along the way, and helped make this whole thing possible as usual. Here's a first timer, PFC Jared, another person I've um, trying to bring up. Yeah, he had a good day. He enjoyed himself. For first time, he got a pretty good taste of what MagFed action is like. He was actually interested in airsoft at first, but he settled on this style of gameplay because of the realism factor of the rifles and the actual rifles we use, the action and the functionality, and the actual mag count, capacity of the mag.
Get ready for some respawns, babe. Action and just catch a spot real quick and see if I take anything else. Sure.
Okay, here we have PFC Frankie, young gentleman that I played with first off and camped with out at Wayne's World. He is trying out the Storm, the RAP4 Storm conversion kit. He is a yellow team probe, uh, checking the orange team's perimeter where they're doing his thing. Frankie was coming into the game with a mag fed, excuse me, a hopper style marker when he came in, and he's out here now giving the mag fed thing a try. You'll notice the people that are playing with hoppers, what they have in their hopper is essentially one tube of paint. You'll notice that they're not wearing ammo belts. So that one hopper is what they have. Even though their guns fire faster, maybe even a little more accurate, they don't have to be changing mags every 20 shots. They are going to be limited on the on their ammo. This backfield area was in
They're building.
quite a bit of disarray. It's not really kept up. So to even play on it, we had to do some sprucing up to it, and which is one reason we gave the Orange team 15 minutes to situate themselves, was knowing that a lot of the area had to be spruced up and made more